Comedy Jonah.
Hey!
Hello, Comedy Jonah. Welcome to week 2, Big Brother Canada. What? What are you saying? You're saying that you knocked your microphone out or you did something because we lost you. So while you're working on that, Comedy Jonah, I'm going to let everyone know. Make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe so that you get all of our content. All of it. You have to be following, liking, and subscribing, though, to get it. Of course, you need to share the show, because sharing is caring. Tell people that we're live. We love when you do that. Of course, you can tweet us your questions with hashtag YRRLive. Another great way. If you guys have questions for John Michael, I put out a tweet. Make sure you put them below the tweet right after this show, or even now if you want me to ask them tomorrow. And of course, you can check out all of our shows over at yourrealityrecaps.com. Last 12 years of shows. All right, John, I'm worried. You didn't look like you were fixing anything. Can we hear you?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Yes. It's all
Then
fixed. Thanks,
it's
Jesus.
it's
Oh.
all fixed thanks to Jesus. Great. Thank you, Jesus. You are the
Thank you,
best.
Jesus.
We love Jesus. We
Oh,
love.
I know. I wish John Michael had a little bit of Jesus power tonight. Are you sad? Are you sad?
No, I'm not sad.
No, sad.
I know, no sads at
I'm
all.
a little sad.
No.
I
Let me
am.
tell you, not a John Michael fan. Don't understand the overly emotional crying that is happening nonstop with these
He
people.
has a soul, which.
So souls equal crying?
Well, I mean, he feels
Scott feels all
unlike
right.
unlike
Me? Are you saying unlike me?
I don't need to hear that.
I don't need to hear that. No, I'm not a big John Michael fan. That is no surprise.
Hmm.
Um, I wanted to like him more. I didn't understand the crying.
I could.
Constantly, he put himself in this position last week when he went right up to the guys and said, "This is the problem." Well, what are your thoughts, John?
Well, that's like the question I want you to ask him when you interview him. Like, do you regret showing your cards so soon in the game? Like, he might as well have put his game on like an outfit and wore it around the house. Like, yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, it's week one. Like, why are you playing this hard? You've seen past episodes, I'm sure, not just Canada, but US, and we see those people who play super hard, Frenchie, who play so hard in the beginning, and it doesn't work out. So, and then Arissa, I love her so much, but it's like, he wasn't going to win because he's sitting with you. Okay? He's sitting with you right now.
Honestly, I was gonna win. Look, this here's why I think I don't like John Michael. I think him and I are too much alike. That is
Oh,
exactly what I would do. That is like what I do on Twitter when I want to troll. I am literally like, it's all stars, I know for a fact. Or I'll just be like, it's this thing that I know for a fact. And then if it happens, I'm like, oh, I told you it would happen. And then when it doesn't happen, I just delete my tweet. I'm totally John Michael. I would have won if I stayed, so I'm glad you voted me out. Well, I don't think you would have won.
no,
You're
because
horrible.
if that's how you're starting out your game, it's just gonna get messier. You're just like gonna run around, snapping your fingers, going, I can rule this house, and calling everybody out. It's stupid. It's stupid in any part of the game. You want to keep it close to your chest. You keep your cards close to your chest. Like it's way too early. Like Daniel was talking, earlier, and when he was talking to Dan tonight about and Dan's horrible pitch, and Daniel was saying, listen, I'm just getting to know people. I just want to hang out a little bit. This is what you do in the first week. Renee would have been the best vote. No blood on anybody's hands if Renee went home. You know what I mean? So
Why do you think they ended up keeping Renee? Like, it's so hard now that we don't have the like live feeds to really get the nitty gritty into these people. Although I will
How
say,
has that been? I want to know how that's been.
well, we watch the dailies every single day that they come out over in our Discord. Usually around like 11 p.m. Eastern is when the
Hmm.
dailies are going in our Discord server if people need a place to watch them.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, I mean it's weird. It's only like 2.5 hours. It's only what they want to show you.
Hmm.
Um I mean it
How
is
is that?
weird.
How is that? Is it enough to put on a show?
No.
So then everyone else from those other podcasts have a right to be mad that there's no feeds. And how do you feel about not having the feeds? Like, do you feel like you maybe have some time back in your life where you could,
Well,
maybe have more?
for starters, I'm an adult, so I don't think that anybody owes me anything. I don't walk around with an entitled attitude and throw a temper tantrum when I don't get my way. But then again, I'm an adult. Pretty sure Big Brother Canada doesn't owe me anything. We're still here talking about it. Yay! And we're being positive and happy about it like we always are. I'm not surprised. I don't know what people want. I know people don't like it. What it Sorry, BB's social media became too toxic, and
Yeah.
this is the repercussion. And I get that everybody believes that it's not going to happen in BBUS because production said so, as if we believe production now. Do I think it'll happen next year? No, I don't. Do I think BBUS is going to lose the feeds too? I think they're going to see what happens with BB Canada and
Yeah.
see if the climate changes on social media. And if the climate changes more to the positive, but then swings back negative, I think this will be the last year we see BBUS live feeds. But, who knows? It is also a cash cow for them. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Now, how are you feeling watching Big Brother Canada with no feeds and just these dailies? Like, what are you hearing? How do you feel? Is it a different experience for you? Because
Yeah,
it's the
it's not as
exact same
fun.
for me.
It's not as fun. I'm sure it's the same for you. It's not as fun for me. I mean, here's the thing. I'm almost like a little bit like about it of I don't really want to watch the dailies. I literally last night was in the chat because like when you watch it on our Discord, it's there. You can have the video up and you can chat, but you don't have to have the video up. So I don't even bother with the video. I'm just hanging out with everyone. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about this 2 hours of footage that's going to be like them playing some stupid game. I just want to hang out with everybody and talk about Big Brother and chat. So, like, it's fun for that. I think that
Yeah.
is the part that people miss. I think when people say they miss the live feeds, obviously they miss the show. I think they also miss the camaraderie and,
Yeah.
having a thing to gather around. I like that our community still has that, whether it's Big Brother or watching movies or whatever.
So
We just do
yeah,
that and have
so
fun. So no,
you've
it's not
created
changed.
you've created in the Discord your reality recaps live feeds
Sure. Well, I mean,
of
I'm
of,
always
of
live.
everything. Yeah,
I'm
cooking,
always live.
movies, shows, Big Brother.
Yeah, we do it all. We're one stop shop. We just finished
I, you
watching.
know, it sounds amazing. I'm still haven't gotten the invite, but it
Oh
sounds
darn! Did we figure out how to let you in there
absolutely
still? Oh boy, I'm gonna
so
get
much
right on that.
fun. Just
And there's no John.
somebody
Also,
just
just
forward it to me,
wanna
Jonah.
so easy. You can just go to yourrealityrecaps.com/discord and sign up. Takes 3 seconds. Yeah, I think Canada has a lot. I see Courtney saying Canada has a lot of casuals. Kylie Page is saying there's not really a lot of chatter. The viewership seems to be going down. It's not really that great. I don't know. I don't know what people want. Like, we're here to talk about it and have a fun season and talk about a show that we love. I'm sorry that the live feeds are different this year, but I mean, I feel like we can still enjoy the show.
Yes,
I
I
feel like we can still enjoy it and have fun. I'm gonna watch no matter what. So what does it matter? Oh boy,
agree.
this is the real life feeds of John's lighting equipment. I always say to John, I'm glad you
Red.
wait to the show to figure this stuff out.
We did, but then we got on live and it just I look like I have
Uh,
sunburn.
oh,
Um,
well, you know what? You go ahead. You go ahead. You talk. Let me hear your thoughts. Go ahead. I'm gonna
about
unsunburn you while you talk. So, well, what you're thinking about it of the live feeds? If you're fine. You said it's no different.
I mean,
Here,
it's no
there.
different. Like was watching the live feeds like with Celebrity Big Brother in the US. Those were really fun. But no, I love getting all the little tidbits from
Hmm.
on our shows. Like I miss that, like the extra information. I love
I
getting
mean,
I love hearing the information before it airs almost in a way too. And so we're not having that. Everybody's kind of in,
don't get me wrong.
in the same place in line to watch the next episode.
I mean, they do still have that. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We do still have, we do still have that. I'm not saying we don't have that. There still are the tidbits. You're just getting it in 2 hours, and you're getting what you're getting. The thing is, I feel like the dailies are so far behind. It's
Oh.
kind of hard to know. Like, literally today, I didn't have a chance to watch the dailies that came out today.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, the last dailies that we had, I believe, were from 2 days ago. So here's where it impacts me in a way that annoys me. In
Okay.
the past, today, I would very much know these are the graphics I'm going to make, and this is who I'll be interviewing. And now it's almost like you don't know going into the live show. And I almost wonder if that's kind of what they wanted, was that air of like a double eviction. You don't know what's going to happen. To like maybe that's what they were hoping for. It definitely makes it harder for, I think, people like us that cover it, but whatever. Sure, it was a little more exciting. I felt John Michael was going the whole time, so it wasn't really that much of a shock to me.
I did, but there's that moment of hope where it's just like, I didn't like his game. I thought it was too messy, too early, but I was entertained. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want him to go maybe just yet. And I was agreeing with Zach, like keeping John Michael could keep a target, right? So, people are starting to get suspicious of him, Roberto especially with Zach. So,
Mm-hmm.
keeping John Michael would deflect that. So I get why you would want to even keep him. And I thought it was entertaining. I wanted to hear what else was going to come out of his mouth, honestly. I thought
I
it was,
mean,
yeah, very
he's the
funny.
drama. He's
Yeah,
the drama with the, drag race. Am I the drama? He's the drama.
yeah,
So I wanted him to stay to be the drama,
right.
but,
But then if we don't even have the live feeds, we don't really, you know what I mean? We don't need it that much.
I agree. And like I heard people saying, I believe I was reading Amon tweeted it out earlier. He was saying like they're not even letting them curse. I mean, they always used to say Big Brother's watching, if they would get
Yeah.
a little bit but now they're like cutting out the curses from the dailies and everything. It is, you know, I think
So,
John Michael should look. Here's the thing. I think if we had 24/7 live feeds, people that I think would be hated right now would be a John Michael. I think a Zach, people wouldn't be able to stand. I mean, if he has this much of an ego, and that's the edited
on the
version
edited, yeah, on the
on
edited
could
show.
you imagine him on the live feeds? They must find him insufferable.
Oh, absolutely.
And
When you mentioned Big Brother, remember our last week's show? I was saying I didn't really like the Big Brother voice. Like, what were you guys
oh yeah, did you
thinking?
tweet that out like you were supposed to?
Well, I didn't. But then as I was watching the episodes today, um, I heard the voice again, and I'm like, oh, where's my phone? I'm going to record it. I'm going to make Eric eat crow during our show. And then I had realized just as I held my phone up to the screen, I'd had the little caption that if a blind person is watching the episode, it tells what's happening in the scene. And it was a computer voice. Now Santia walks across the room.
I seriously cannot. I cannot at all. That was the voice that you thought was the new Big Brother voice? Are you
I
kidding
was like,
me?
why is he telling me she's walking across the room? I can see it.
And how did you put that button on accident only for the beginning of that? What?
I don't know. Damn
Dear
Windows
Lord.
11. I don't know.
I don't have Windows 11, so don't worry.
I do. So maybe that's it. But I almost fell out of my seat. I was laughing so hard. I almost peed a little bit.
You should have made that a video. That would have been hysterical. You should have made that a video. That would have been great. That I would have loved to have seen. That I don't even
Yeah.
understand.
So
Well,
that mystery solved.
great. Well, we found out the new Big Brother voice is just for the deaf people. Awesome. The hearing
And
impaired.
Maureen in chat on YouTube says it's automatic. It happened to her too.
Yeah, ZZ is saying the same thing.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right, well, all
you.
right, relax,
Thank you.
Maureen. Relax. Okay, I see that Destiny is over in YouTube. She said, "Why is there no live audience? Surely they could have one now." You don't want to say that publicly. I made the mistake of tweeting that, and people wrote back and said, "Cause unlike you Americans, Canada isn't pretending like COVID still isn't a thing." And I was like, okay, sorry. Sorry I asked. Didn't mean to ask. Sorry. Just thought you guys might like a live audience. It's okay.
Right.
I mean, the people who are dying from it are not getting vaxxed, and from those people, I don't think I would mind.
Oh my gosh.
Not in America, anyway. Um, oh. So, okay. Do you think that's cringy? Can we talk about my number one cringy moment from the week?
Oh, absolutely.
He's in love with me.
Oh my gosh. I
If
have it
he
on my
said he's
list.
in love, I mean, nothing will get me back on John Michael's side. I was not the John Michael side, but if I had to hear Zach one more time be like, he's in love with me. Well, he's gay and he's in love with me. You are the least attractive person in the house, Zach. You literally look like what it would look like if a pig and a frying pan had sex and got together with your weird face and your lumpy boobs and your no six pack. Are you aware that Ty's in the house? Are you aware that Hope's in the house? And you think that you're the one that the gay would be attracted to? Give me a break. You're ridiculous.
Right, because it's Dan the DJ.
What do you mean it's Dan the DJ?
Yeah, the one that was up on the block. Dan, that's who JM liked.
No. That's who JM liked. I'm
Yeah.
saying Zach was saying it though
I know,
about
which
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
horrified. And when I first heard it, I was just like, what? Where did that come from? Like, just because he's going after the boys, he must be in love with you or the boys? Or I'm just like, that's a little, is it homophobic? I don't even know. Like, what is
I don't
it?
think it's
It's
homophobic.
offensive.
It's offensive, but I think he's that offensive to everyone. I think he's that offensive talking to Santina. I think we don't see how, or I should say obnoxious. I
Yeah.
think that's how obnoxious he is with everyone. I think he thinks that he's the greatest thing that ever played this game.
Well, I mean, he had a first good week. I mean, he wasn't even HOH, didn't have to win the veto, and everybody did what he originally wanted.
And that's a good game. If you can manipulate people to trust you early on, I mean, that says something about this cast, though. Like, that also shows how bad this cast is. The fact that they are all going along. Although I will say, we did see this past week, Ty and I believe Roberto both said in their, more
Yeah.
so Roberto, in his diary rooms, I see what Zach is doing.
Yeah.
And we're going to butt head. Like, I'm going along now, but I don't know how long I'll be going. So thank God someone sees it.
And maybe JM should have, maybe he'll see the diary room and be like, oh, maybe I should have kept my information and my game to myself a little bit more. Because these guys are calling him out. They know what's up with him, especially Roberto. We saw it this week in the episodes. And it's just like, I keep my eye on you. You're
Seriously?
not targeting me, so I'll go along with it right now. but I'm not going to. You're going to be a problem eventually. And the first moment we need to get you out when we have the first chance.
I know that we're not the go-to show for people that want to pay Big Brother, although we should be, since I have all the inside information. But if you are somebody watching who is, gonna play or has a chance to play in the future, for the love of God, your information in this game is your currency. You
Yes.
do not tell people what you're doing until you have no other option.
Right. But don't do it in the way that Ty does it,
Yeah.
because the way he was talking to Claudia,
Ugh.
ugh,
He was like my favorite. I thought he was
ugh.
so hot until he did that. Then as soon as he did that, I was just like, boner killer.
Oh, mine went inside my body. I was just like, yuck, yuck.
Well, what was even worse, like I have no patience for that. That is so, I'm in my 20s and I don't know how to communicate, can't stand it. But then to hear the reason when he
Oh,
was like,
sweater, the
it's
fucking
because you were
sweater.
wearing Dan's sweater. I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
It's just a sweater. I've known you for 5 days. It's just a sweater.
Done you for 5 seconds. It's
Yeah,
just a sweater. We're playing a game for money. I'll probably never see you when this is over. Relax,
absolutely.
relax.
So you're not going to tell me who you're thinking about saving. Okay, fine.
Okay, thank you. You're upset
Yeah,
about a sweater. I'm
thanks.
gonna go now.
Oh, yeah, just
But also, Claudia lied to us too. Not for nothing. We kept her safe this week. She was all like, "Girl power. Girls need to go against the guys. I'm not gonna let anything happen." 5 minutes later, hi Ty, want to make out in the snow? What just happened? What? You bamboozled us. We were all on your side. We were all Team Claudia. You
listen.
were.
When you got to take advantage of those big, thick, furry coats in the snow and just have that moment, right?
Yeah. I mean, not for nothing. Like, if you are in a relationship and no joke, in the first day of your relationship, the person is jealous over a sweater you wore, and
Yeah,
you're
that's
continuing the relationship, Claudia,
well, I mean, in the real world, no, but you're stuck in the house with them, so it's like, okay,
that's
you're
even
good.
more of a reason to
Oh no,
disassociate.
I got to keep him on my side. What I didn't like with
Ugh.
Ty doing too is talking about seeing her with the girls and talking about, oh, is there a girl alliance? And like really kind of confronting her. And it's just like, well, you're in a guys alliance. And
Yeah,
then when
well,
she
guilty
said,
conscience.
aren't you in a guys alliance? You're talking to the guys all the time. And then he says to her, why are you getting defensive? And I hate it when men talk like that to women. Like, why is it her?
Mm,
You're defensive too,
yeah.
man. You know what I mean? And the way he was speaking to her, and with another reason of why the hell is she out in the snow with him? Like, two moments I hated: the sweater, and then confronting her about the girls' alliance. I was just like, oh, you're a douche. You
And
are
not for nothing, your shirt's not off enough, Ty. Let's get the shirt off. Get
okay.
that in the edit. I don't know what we're doing here. They like to show your arms
Some
and put you in tank.
emotional therapy, and really, I don't know if
Right.
you crammed your emotions in as a child and you don't know how to express them, and you don't know a little emotional maturity we're going to need. Okay,
Right.
can you
But
do that?
with your shirt off while you're
But
having
but
your journey.
mostly with all your clothes off, because I'm sure you got a great butt too.
I don't need it all, just the shirt. I mean,
I
he just.
need a butt. I
Yeah,
need a
that's
butt,
okay.
butt.
Uh, the guys always hate when the women work together, but it's okay for the guys to do it. I mean,
Right.
yeah, and uh, the girls are correct. If the girls could ever just stick together, historically it doesn't really happen, but if they could do it,
Why
I
doesn't
mean,
it though? You know, when I was watching JM talk to all the girls, everybody was just like, oh my gosh, we have to do it. But he was cheerleading the girls' alliance. A guy, a guy
well, a
cheerleading
gay
the
guy.
I know, but still a guy cheerleading the women to get together to form an alliance. And then even Renee, come on, we can do this. We don't have to take this shit anymore. And yeah. And then look what they did at the end. Like, come
That's what happens every time. People
But
were...
why is it like that with the women?
I don't really think that... I mean,
Like, we
look,
like each other. Is that what you're saying? You don't think we
I
like
don't
each
try
other?
to understand women at all. I don't know their deal. I like to support them, but I don't understand. They're very hormonal, I hear. I hear they do a lot based on hormones. Not sure.
I mean, pretty soon all their periods are going to sync up. Like, come on,
Yeah.
you're going to be sisters.
You gotta be sisters,
You're
not
gonna,
scissor
yeah, you're going to
sisters.
be
Oh.
sisters in the menstrual cycle too. Now, come on. Just work together.
That's the first time we've said menstrual cycle in these shows in 15
12
years.
years. Now we've used every word.
Now we've used all the words. Yeah, I just, it's ridiculous. I want the girls to work together. Why don't they? I really don't know. I mean, sometimes, they get into relationships and obviously they want to protect their other person. I understand that. There are real relationships that have come out of these shows. So for that, I do understand. But again, the girls are correct. If they are looking at people like a Ty, a Roberto, a Zach, it's not that girls can't be as strong as guys. It's
Right.
just that statistically, these competitions are always going to favor the strength that these men are going to have over these specific women. I just don't think that, let's say, a Santina is going to be able to hold up a large amount of weight in the same way Ty is. So they are outmatched there. But people will also say that the girls will be better at more of the mental comps and stuff like that. So,
Puzzles and all that. Yeah. No, and I
girls
get it.
are smarter. I agree with that. So, I mean, I don't
I
know,
do.
but
Yeah.
I would go after the guys if I was a girl. Obviously, I would go after the guys if I was... No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I'm lying. If I was playing, I'd be like, eye candy in. Eye candy in. I need something to look at. I would have to keep one.
What about the money in the shark products and
What
ninja
money?
products?
What money? It's Canada. What money? Money? You're paying for like $100,000 and some shirts. Ooh. Keep the goddamn eye candy in and let me have some more
Your
Instagram
shark
followers.
vacuum in your ninja blender. I'm
Seriously,
good. I need
you'll
the
make
money.
more money selling your Instagram ads than you will winning Big Brother Canada. Just relax, everyone. Just make sure you get your whatever.
But you gotta stay in the house longer than a week. Oh.
And try not to just be so hysterical. Like, okay, so I mean, Santina's nominations. Were you surprised? Were you surprised that Zach was able to influence her? I mean, we know that...
I wasn't surprised with that. One of my favorite Zach moments was, we need to talk about John Alexander. And Santina was like, it's John Michael.
John Michael.
Okay, so
Well, he's
John
in love with
Alexander,
me, so I don't need
he's
to
in love
know
with
his
me.
name.
John
He's
Alexander.
in love with me.
Yeah, he's in love with me, and we got to get him out. He's a threat. John Alexander. It's John
I
Michael.
don't even know his name, but he's in love with me.
It's like, okay, if you're a coach and a public speaker and a motivational coach, you got to know the names. Like, that was hilarious. But as far as her nominations, I thought her reasons were stupid.
Of course they were stupid. They were totally controlled by Zach, and I don't get it.
Saying that they weren't. Like, she literally, okay, Dan was the last one in the room. That was stupid. And then Anika, she just opened up to her and was like, oh my gosh. And and then she did the turn and said, oh, I feel we know each other on a personal level, but just not on a game level. She literally just talked game to you.
I mean,
her reasons were ridiculous.
It seems to me that Santina craves the attention of Zach and Zach's opinions.
The boys,
maybe
yeah.
that is something that's lacking in her own real life, and thus she is excited to find it in the Big Brother house. It's one way of manipulating people's emotions. I
You
mean, look,
know,
it makes no sense. We saw every single girl went to her and was like, Girls Alliance, Girls Alliance, Girls Alliance. Zach walks in and is like, hey, piece of shit, I'm a great businessman. I'm so much fucking smarter than you and better looking, and my hair is great. Isn't my hair good today? Anyway, you're gonna do what I say, right? Because I'm smart, right? You're a dumb girl, right? Right? And then she's like, oh my god, I'm not doing this because of that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
no, I mean, right when JM was talking about I was going to target the guys if I was an HOA, and she was just taken back, and I'm just thinking, how is she so loyal to the guys so soon? And then I was thinking, someone's a little lonely.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
needs
what
some
I'm
eye
saying.
candy to look at too. Absolutely. and
Which
and then
again,
even and she should have been like, oh my gosh, you know what, JM, I think you're right, like you would be a great asset. He could have been a shield for her, and they could have done a lot of great moves together. That I agree with. But
no, you never get the trust back. They're never none
no,
of
no,
that,
I
Matt.
mean, if it had gone differently, yeah, if
Yeah,
she
if
would
it
have
had
been she
gone
yeah,
if it
go ahead.
had gone differently, that Big Brother is over. Gone are the days where we're going to have a Rachel Riley versus Daniel Donato and let's meet in the HOH room and can we put our feud aside to get a person out. Those days of amazing Big Brother play are over.
Yeah,
There is no more, you do something like this, you nominate someone, that's it. You've given them a reason. We are now in the reason land
yeah,
of Big Brother. All anyone needs is a reason, and now you've given John Michael the reason. So if you're a smart player, if, Santina's a smart
yeah.
player, there's nothing she could have done. She could have saved him. It wouldn't have mattered. He
Well, it
could have
wouldn't have
turned.
mattered at that point, but I'm saying early on, when they were, they won
Yeah.
the two-part comp HOH, and then Santina got to be the HOH. She should have stuck with JM, especially when he already kind of had plans and stuff about targeting the guys. I mean, besides, her hormones, they could have been a good duo, I thought. But
I'd like.
instead, she literally tells Zach, I'm putting up JM because he's going after the boys. Like, she already has this, one of the boys herself, she's already solidified. And then we learned
Well, yeah.
tonight that she's kept out of a lot of the conversations with the boys. I would feel like a fool.
I mean, here's the thing. If her plan, but then she should have said it in the DR. If her plan was like, look, I've seen these seasons. I know the guys stick together more than the girls.
Yeah,
I, right now, am going to set myself up to show the guys that I'm willing to turn on the girls. Keep me around. I'll stab them all in the back and I'll help them all to the end. And then hopefully in the end, I'm going to beat them in all the mental comps. That's my strategy. If
yeah.
she would have said that, at least I would have understood it and could have respected it a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get what it is she's doing. But that is to me a little bit what I thought. Like, does she think that she just has no chance against the guys, so she needs to fold in with them right now? Like, you're in power. Take one of those three really strong guys out right now.
Yeah.
Or wait until Big Brother does a competition that's going to make sure that one of them wins HOH. Oh, wait, it's happening right now.
And like, also too, what happened? Oh, Shania crying over Roberto. You've been in the house 5 minutes.
I mean, I
He's
would cry
been in
over
there.
Roberto, too. He's so hot.
He's so hot. I would. But he's like, oh, she's been in there for over an hour in the HOH room. And then he's like, what's wrong? What is wrong, darling? Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to talk.
All I can say is, if I ever play Big Brother and you're Roberto, you know how you could get my vote? Massages.
Oh, gosh. I'd be just like what Zach said. I would be spooning people, guys, girls,
Yeah,
everybody, production, whatever you guys
yeah,
need.
do it all.
Larissa,
Whatever you need. I'm here.
absolutely.
I'm here.
Who needs a scalp massage? Oh, that feels good too. Who needs a
Yeah,
little
let's
butt
go.
cheek massage? Yeah, let's do it.
Maybe a little sciatica massage.
Oh, a little
Uh,
sciatica.
yeah, that'd be great right now.
And I would remind you, Eric, you better not vote for me because I remember who's massaging your sciatica.
There you go.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand her with the crying and looking like a fool. This is a very overly emotional week one group of people. Like, I have never seen such an overly emotional week one group of people play this game ever.
I mean, people spending too much time with one person in an HOH room, wearing a sweater, um, being gay, so he must love me. I just,
Well,
it's so weird.
it was like a Saturday Night Live sketch tonight with them on the freaking couch. Like when Arissa's like, buy a vote. And then the camera goes on each person's face and every person's like,
Oh, gosh, what she did to Renee. She did to Renee. Renee, you're safe. I was like, poor Renee. Oh,
yeah. And you know Arissa loved every second of it too. You know Arissa loved every second of it.
Too. I would have loved doing it too.
That is the best. And what is the point? Like, really? What is the point? Like, really, you're just fucking with all the people.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally just twisting the knife. There is no point to doing that other than twisting the knife.
Because I love it.
No, I love it too. I just think it's funny that they're like, mental health, mental health. Let's torture them. And let's do it live with the camera in their face. Mental health.
Good thing it wasn't mental health week.
Renee, it might be you. I'll be right back. JM.
After the break.
JM. I don't know. Be right back.
After the break.
Jan. It should be you. Fingernails are freaking me out, bro.
Now,
Be right back.
This wasn't on my radar until this comp.
Who? Dan?
Yeah.
No, he's not on the radar. I call him Blueberry.
I love blueberries in the morning.
He's like the blueberry that's in your cereal that you went to go eat the cereal, but the blueberry fell out and like sloshed on the table, and now it's like under your chair and you can't really find it. And it's like, is there a blueberry here? Is there not a blueberry here? I don't freaking know. That's Dan on the feeds.
That's a lot of detail. No, he wasn't really on my radar, but after the comp and seeing how well he did, and I'm like, oh, you are kind of cute. Yeah, I get you. I'm getting you now.
Apparently he also is bi, and he is very fluid. That one. So they say. I don't know if that's true or not. It's what they're saying on the tweeters. Okay. So who cares?
Who cares?
He's nothing. He's just he didn't do it. I'm sorry. Gee, did you notice that his entire thing for this whole week while he was in danger consisted of him, Dan, talking to Daniel, the other guy, and being like, oh, so, anyway, if you were to, we should talk.
Listen, I'm gonna go in defense for Dan on this one because that conversation drove me nuts. He's trying to feel him out, and then what does Daniel go into? I'm just like keeping it easy breezy. Don't really have an alliance or a side. I'm just doing it here, but I'm not gonna vote the way people want me to vote. But that's not how I'm gonna do it. But then I will. How do you pitch to someone like that? How do you put a campaign together when someone's all over the place and then in their confessional say, "Come on, Dan, where's the campaign? Where's the pitch?" I'm sorry. It wasn't his interview was different than what we saw.
All right, if that's really what you feel, fine. But I would go with what could Dan have done? Anything.
Well, I agree. Dan needs to step up, and I really thought he was possibly going home because it just would have been easy. Renee's a little more social than he is, and so she's in with the girls. I don't see Dan in with the boys. and I'm just like, where does Dan fit in? Where's the Dan piece go? Like, we're putting a puzzle, a BB Canada 11 puzzle. Where does the Dan piece go? Like, I'm still trying to figure it out.
No, he's just nothing. He's furniture. He just, for me, he's doing
Oh,
nothing on
like,
the show. He's doing nothing on the
I can't sit
dailies.
on that chair.
Okay, sit on it.
Okay, Fonzie. Isn't that what Fonzie says on Happy Days?
I don't know, Grandpa. Was that a show when I was not alive that was on TV? Uh, oh, is that a show from when I was not born? Um, I don't for Dan. I don't care for Dan. My point is, if you want your daily update on Dan, he's just as blase blah on the dailies as he is on the show. Like, he's just a wet noodle. Like, he's bleh.
Well, I don't know. What's interesting is that he's a DJ. Like, that's how he kind of makes a living. And so, he's there.
I mean,
And then to be in the house, I guess maybe to be so close to maybe the people that you would play music for is a little different than just being on the stage by yourself. I don't know.
look, I'm fine with that. I think people
Mm-hmm.
think one thing of me because of these shows and then meet me in person and go, wow, you're really boring. And it's like, yeah, I don't like talking.
See, you're a Dan.
Surprise. I am. So I
You're
get
a
that
Dan.
part. I get that point. I'm very
Another
introverted.
person I was feeling for too is Vanessa. She's.
Why were you feeling for Vanessa? Give me a break. My mother is not a Vanessa fan.
I didn't ask your mother.
My mother was. I had to have a talk. Can I just tell you quickly that I had to have a talk with my mother about Vanessa?
Oh gosh.
Because, 80 whatever,
Yeah.
80 whatever and dementia. She's very against Roberto. She does not like the tattoos. She thinks they're gross. And then she doesn't understand why Vanessa would shave her head. Why isn't she wearing a wig? Doesn't she want people not to make fun of her?
Right. Well, I mean, when you're born in 1805, it's your mom's time. I mean, they would wear a wig then.
Well, I had explained to my mother, that's rude. And that's not what we would say. And
Right.
she's beautiful no matter what she looks like, Mom. And my mother goes, well, I would still wear.
It's
Well, I
a
would still
woke
wig.
time now. We're all.
She doesn't
woke.
understand woke. She just understands why doesn't the pretty girl wearing a wig.
And put on a little makeup.
And by the way,
blend in her alopecia.
well, I turned to my mother and I tried to make her feel guilty and I said, well, what if she has cancer? Then wouldn't you feel bad? And do you know what my mother said?
No.
They make really good wigs for cancer people.
Well, I mean, they're the same wigs. They don't have to be different.
I'm like, Mom, we're not getting anywhere with this. The dementia's eating the bad part of your brain right now.
It is. But, she just comes from a different time, and it just reminds us of the progress we've made in some areas.
Yeah.
This
My mother's a sweet, precious angel from the earth. She just wants Vanessa to look pretty, and she thinks she should have a wig to look pretty. And I'm just trying to explain to my mom that wouldn't it be great if we could just tell everyone they're pretty no matter what they look like?
Right.
So, John, you're
Wig
very pretty. You're pretty.
You're the prettiest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And hey, you watching right now, if nobody's told you, you're pretty.
So pretty.
And if you're hot, my DMs are open.
I bet they are.
It's been 15 years. No one's ever slid in.
Not one dick pic.
Not one! Not one!
Really?
Never!
I don't think that's something we've ever talked about, but I've always wanted to know. You've never gotten hit on or anything?
Nope, never. I can feel like a real uggo.
I have.
Well, good for you. I'm so happy.
I have to check my DMs to actually see.
So happy to know that. Courtney says it. What? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Courtney says it's because everyone knows you're married. No, they don't.
They do.
There's casuals.
Or an open relationship? Is
Yeah.
your relationship open now?
Yeah, real open. Totally open. It's all the way open.
Oh.
Uh, don't worry, chick. Oh, Joe. Okay. Yeah. People are saying you would have to check your DMs. I'm sorry, I am very busy. Uh, I like Dan, the person, but yeah, he's not doing it for me in the game. Sorry, I don't think
I
he
think
did
we're
enough
gonna.
to stay.
I think we need to hold on. I think Dan's gonna give us some good stuff, and I think Dan is super cute. Like he got cuter for me in this last
Yeah,
episode. Yeah, yeah.
sure. I
But
think
I
it's what
go.
I was gonna say. I also think it's hard for us because a lot of it now is us judging on the episodes. Like there could have been so much of Dan fighting to stay that we don't even know about. So, but I
Absolutely.
mean, wow, we can only talk about what we're seeing.
We gotta trust our instincts and our feelings
My
because if we don't
instincts
have feelings, then we can't.
And my instincts are that JM was a horrible little man, and that's why he's gone.
Well, hopefully this isn't posted by tomorrow morning.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't get his phone back until after our interview.
No, what I was saying about Vanessa being older, it's a
Yeah.
little tougher to get into that groove and hear
Yeah.
her talk to JM. You know, it was sympathetic. I even think we heard Karen in her
Yeah.
season of Big Brother having a difficult time getting in. No one was talking game with her. We've
I
even
think
seen it with
Vanessa's
older
in.
men, yeah, in the US who have had trouble kind of getting into that. And I see that being older myself. It's like, you know, I played cornhole on Wednesday every night. I'm on a cornhole team, and there's a lot of younger guys, and then just like just not sinking, not sinking. What?
Really, Grandpa? Did you try using that good old Fozzie joke with him? Fonzie joke? Did you try that? I don't know. How are you not getting
Hey,
in with any of these younger cornhole players?
sit
You're
on it.
not using your Fonzie jokes?
Sit on it.
Oh my god. First of all, I don't only in Seattle would there be a gay cornhole league. Just so that everyone's aware. That would
Dodgeball.
only exist in Seattle.
Dodgeball ended, and
Yeah.
now it's cornhole and pickleball, and then we go back to dodgeball in April.
Sometimes I say to my hubs, do you think we should be doing more? And then I hear you talk about gay dodgeball, pickleball, and cornhole, and I think I'm doing great.
It's fun.
As I said, when these shows are over, I barely want to talk to anyone. I definitely don't want to communicate with you while throwing a sack into a hole.
See, you want to know what our name is?
Oh, dear Jesus.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty.
What
It's
is it?
rim ticklers.
Oh, my dear Lord. Did y'all have to vote on that, or
No, it was just given to us.
it's just given to you? Okay,
Uh
great.
huh. And so every time I'm cheering and we throw that heavy bag close to that hole and it gets on the rim, I'm like, oh, look how we're tickling that rim.
Rim ticklers.
Rim ticklers. La 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 la
I don't
la.
know, ZZ. Just back away. Just ZZ's like, what's happening? And just back away slowly, ZZ. We one of these days will start that podcast. Okay. Um Here's the thing. What did you think of the POV? So we get those fools up. We know Zach is going back and forth. Zach was all, he's in love with me. We got to get Shawn Michael. And then he's all like, oh my God, Renee, the girls are working together. Now I want Renee out. What are we going to do? Renee, John
Yeah.
Michael, I don't know. Let's go to the, POV. I have to say, this POV is what I love about Big Brother Canada. All Big Brother Canada challenges, I feel, are in a level that our Big Brother will never achieve anymore. Like, their
Yeah.
competitions are just so amazing. Now, I don't know if it's that they don't have to deal with building them outside. I don't know why
Yeah.
that would matter. I did hear some people say it's because they can, like, build them offset, and then because everything's inside, they just, like, forklift the set pieces in. And it's
Yeah.
very, I don't know if that's it,
Well,
but
I think it works better for the house guests because even though they're like out, don't have a typical backyard, but they get more space, more
mhm.
right
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
it's easier to kind of build and do, where the US, has to put in a fake pond, and it's just like, oh my God, and that just takes hours and sometimes days to put those together. We just don't need it. But I agree with you 100%. The comps on Big Brother Canada are amazing. I loved this comp. I love
Now,
watching them pushing each other. I watched poor little
Anika,
Anika just trying to figure it out.
I thought it was interesting. So, we saw Nika being like, so I'm choosing Ty. He has to play for me. We saw all, like we said, with Ty and Claudia, yada, yada, yada. Here's my thing. I get that Dan is not a member of the bros. The bros being, the Ty,
Yeah.
Roberto, Zach, those people. But what interest did Ty really have? It did not make sense to me in this edit. I was waiting for some diary room, something that would make sense to me as to why Ty felt he needed to win this and then remove Anika. I get that it was part of the plan to get JM up for the back door, but
Right. Already.
still, why you, Ty, did you feel you need, like, you should have let Renee win it, or you should have let Dan win it. Like, when it was coming down to him or Dan, in my mind, I was like, well, this is obvious. Let Dan win it. You're keeping another big, strong guy in, and you don't have blood on your hands. What is happening?
Well, in case my mic ever goes out, I got emoji cards.
I'm happy for you. Okay, I like it. I think it's interesting.
No, I absolutely agree with it. And, I honestly, I'm not, she doesn't do anything for me. I think her attitude kind of sucks.
Who,
I don't know
Anika?
why yeah.
Why? Her attitude sucks because she expected Ty to use the POV on her?
Well, I don't know why she doesn't like JM. Like, she was super adamant about getting him out. Um, and, and then the way she was doing that with Ty, and she was like, I'm going to tell everybody that you didn't keep your word. Who cares? I would have been like, oh, screw yourself. I'm just glad I got to play. And you know what? You better watch it before I nominate you next. He didn't owe her anything to do that. That's the kind of game she's playing. Like, oh, you've got to
Well,
keep
she's
your word and
clueless.
loyalty. It's like, no.
She is clueless when it comes to this
Clueless.
game, and I do not understand why Ty went out on a limb for her. There
No.
was zero reason to go out on a
Zero
limb for her.
reason. But who I really like is Kuzi. I think Kuzi
Yes.
is smart, hilarious. And when they were both sitting on that couch in the backyard, or whatever it's called, soundstage, and having that conversation, and she's talking about like, oh, we need to get rid of JM, and just I was watching Kuzi's expressions as she was talking to her, like, there's something wrong with you. And I was just like going, I'm getting the same thing. Like, there's just something off. I don't know. She's not getting it. She just doesn't seem.
Kuzi, yeah, I saw, I think it was Stein and Nitz on Twitter said something like, not having the live feeds when there is a player like Kuzi is a crime. And I mean,
It's fine.
I agree. Like, us not getting to see her be just all the Kuzi that she can be.
Yes, the cozy koozies. I want the
Cozy koozie, crazy
Yeah.
koozie. I want to see all of it. I want to see all of it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I
No.
do not get it.
I think it's crime too.
It makes no sense why Ty did it. Anyway, then we head into tonight's episode, and there's no big change between yesterday and today. Again, nothing. There was like a little bit on the dailies where, they didn't. I guess they kind of touched on it a little bit in the episode that the girls at least now are on to the fact that the guys are all working together and kind of playing them. Yet, none of them want to make a move to stop that from happening. It just, to me, is horrible gameplay. I do not understand why Santina didn't just literally say, I'm nominating you, Zach. You seem to be the one trying to control everything, not JM. And if anyone else, but then then I do know why she's not, because then that's going to put a target on her back, and she doesn't want the target on
Right.
her back, and blah, 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 blah. Over it.
No, I mean, I'm not. Santina, I'm not thrilled with. I don't like Anika. Great. I was liking Claudia until I saw how she was allowing Ty to treat her and talk to her. And that pissed me off because I was liking her because she was so vocal, like, hey, hello, look at all the guys over there hanging out. Like, don't you think that's odd? She was pointing things out, and I like that. And
Yeah.
then the girls weren't receptive, and then she's just like, okay, if the girls don't care, then I don't either. Okay, Ty, come here. It's just
Woman
like, oh my
time.
gosh. Yeah, no, don't like that. Love Koozie. Like Dan more. Oh, Zach. I was liking Zach until he made the comment about JM loving him. He's in love with me. I was just like, oh my God. I was really kind of liking you a little bit, how you were manipulating everybody, but just turned me. Oh, I needed a shower.
You needed a shower?
I felt so gross by what he said. I hate it when guys do that. I've had that happen to me too, and it's just like, are you kidding
You
me?
don't say.
A bunch.
You don't say. I maybe could have guessed by how passionate you're being about this topic.
Oh, and he just wasn't even it was attractive. I don't even know if he was. I don't know what he was. He was just gross. It's just like,
As
please.
please. So look. John Michael gone, bottom line, were you surprised?
I wasn't surprised, but then I didn't want to. I didn't. I wanted to be surprised. Like I wanted. His game sucked. It would have made sense for them to get rid of them, but on the other hand, he could have been a great target. I would have loved to see. Maybe he would have just shut up about his gameplay, which he probably wouldn't. I wanted to see what else he could stir up. I wanted to see more of the drama. You know what I mean? Dan did the right move by just keeping laying low. Don't make any waves because the more waves you make, you let JM freak out and do all of his dramatic stuff. But in the end, I did know he was going to go. But
Yeah,
damn, he
yeah.
got all the votes. So someone who's a super fan of Big Brother, who knew how to play the game, got every single vote. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's sad. I mean, I do feel sad. I do feel sad for him. What do you think is going to happen next week? I mean, well, here, let's do it this way. So we saw at the end of the episode, we saw the start of the HOH, which I saw some people in chat were feeling a little bit like, why is Eric saying this is a guy's comp to win? I don't know. I feel like it's athletic. In they're all working out nonstop. Like the guys are doing cardio 24/7. This is just
Well, they're
this
working
is
out. They're not doing cardio. And I mean,
no, they're doing cardio.
they're running around.
Yeah,
Oh.
running around, doing cardio,
I
working
was
out.
watching the episodes and I just see them just sitting next to a wall, moving
I
their
don't know.
legs.
I feel like I'm coming off anti. I don't think girls can do things. I don't know. When I see this comp,
I
I
disagree.
think
I
this
think
is
this
a
is a
comp that
perfect
is
comp.
a
I think
guy's
it's a
gonna win.
perfect comp for women. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm wrong.
Women, all you're doing is sliding and throwing a ball. I mean, it's not like you're.
Hey, John, you know who we should
Lifting
ask?
weights. Who?
We should probably ask the Oracle.
Oh my gosh, the BB Oracle is back,
The
baby.
BB Oracle is back, John Richardson, and he predicts a man will win this.
I think a woman will.
Well, you should always trust the Oracle, 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 Oracle. The Oracle is never wrong, 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 wrong. Trust the Oracle, Oracle, Oracle,
Oh
Oracle.
my gosh, I love it. I
Yeah, you
love
should.
it.
You should ask the Oracle. The Oracle is always correct, Comedy Jonah.
I
No, I don't know why. I just think it's, running and grabbing the ball and going through lines. Although, bless his heart, you want to talk about big dumb idiot. Did you not see that Jonathan thought he could just skip the whole line part and run right up the stairs at the start of the comp? Like everybody had to you had to run through the zigzag line and run around. Jonathan's like, "What's wrong with you idiots? This is right here." And he just
right.
and he's like, "Oh wait, what? I got it. All right, I'm pretty." Oh, that one.
It's pretty.
Top of the morning to you, Jonathan.
Oh, he's so pretty.
Poor little Jonathan. I think a guy's gonna win. I don't think we're gonna find out until tomorrow's dailies.
Yeah.
So
Do
if
you
you
think we're gonna get spoilers like that in the dailies? Have we gotten any spoilers? We've gotten
Yeah.
spoilers. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no dailies on the weekends, so
And no after dark or anything like that.
no. What did you think of the dead last twist being over? Do you think they got the message that was a horrible twist?
God, so horrible. It was just like, oh, gee, it's only been 1 week. And the twist is over.
Do you think it has anything to do with Amal leaving?
How could it?
Well, it messes up the
Stress her out
numbers.
so bad that she had to leave?
No, it messes up the numbers because when you have 3 people on the block, you're taking away another vote, and now you have Amal's vote gone. It really doesn't take a lot of people to get together to control the vote. I don't think they want the vote so easily controlled so early on.
That's exactly why they did it. Absolutely.
And that twist is gone, and there's a new twist called Whatever We Want. Oh, now wait a minute. I had an issue with playing the episode. We do watch them, like I said, in the Discord, but I had to step away for a moment. I missed and I need you to update me. I missed who found what in the library? Santina found something in the library?
She found a book, yeah.
And what did the book say? And what did the message say?
Oh, what did it say? Did I write it down in the notes?
I didn't know. I didn't look. I totally forgot we even had notes.
Oh my gosh. I'm doing all this work for nothing.
Yeah, she found a clue. No, she found a clue.
She found a clue in a book, and it said something like secret game, silence game, something like that.
Secret silence game. Oh, it said unseen game.
Unseen game.
So in other words, she's going to get to do something anonymously.
Yeah, but I don't remember, because I think I was doing stuff too, how she even thought, like she was in the pool, playing pool or something, and then no.
She found the book. I think she saw, she looked up, she opened the book. I think the book told her to go to another book. I have to go back and watch. I'm going to go back and watch it.
It didn't tell her to go to another book. She was just going through other books to see, and they were all blank pages. But I don't remember why she went to that particular book.
Well, anybody that's smart should be looking in every single book in that place at every minute you can.
There's a lot of books. It's like, why that one? Or, you know what I mean?
Well,
has
again,
she been going through a lot of books and then found that one?
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. I'm sure they're not going to show us her going through all 1,000 books. That'd be the whole episode.
They couldn't even show us the nominations for POV. We had to watch a separate video because
I miss POV ceremonies. I miss them. I miss when they were like what they used to be like. I miss people getting to do their speeches. I miss all of it. I miss it. I don't know what.
They did it tonight.
POV picks.
Oh, picking players for the comp is what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also mean, when they do their POVs, letting everybody make their pitch for POV and all that. I do like that Canada still does not let the HOH play in POV. I wish our Big Brother would adopt that.
Right, because it just gives people more of a chance.
Yeah, it gives them more of a chance of what they want happen.
Right.
They are overlapping the dailies and the episodes. It's a waste. I agree. I don't understand why. I don't.
This is the feedback they need to hear.
It is, but we're going to be happy covering it for you anyway. So here, again, let me break it down for all of you before my sciatica dies. Number one, okay, John Richardson? If you guys have questions for JM, you can leave it in our patron group. You can tweet me it. You got like an hour to do that. Great. Okay, that's number one. Number two, every single weeknight around like 11 Eastern-ish is when we're watching the dailies in our Discord. We also try and watch the episodes in our Discord as well, and on YouNow. Great. Okay. I'm live every day in YouNow at like from 4 to 11, and then I'm twitching at night. So you got the Eric live feeds, you got our shows, you got you and I doing this every week. We got your cooking shows happening. We got an exit interview tomorrow. We're doing it all. Okay?
We're doing it all. I'm going to do a cooking show this weekend.
We're doing it all, everyone. So make sure that you are following, liking, and subscribing. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and bell in YouTube and subscribe. Leaving a comment below. Such an important way to support the shows, as is sharing them. Tell a friend, tell a family member, tell someone that you love about them if you love them. Of course, you can tweet us anytime using hashtag YRRLive, and you can check out our website for the archive of all of our shows over at yourrealityrecaps.com. Now, what are your final thoughts, Comedy Jonah?
So far, I mean, I'm liking the season so far, so I'm happy.
Oh, good. It's week one. I'm glad.
So there's been times I wasn't happy.
There was times you weren't happy on week one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, oh boy. That must have been a fun season to cover. Good thing I have no memory. John and I will see you guys back here next week. I'll see you back. I'll be posting the interview tomorrow in the morning. I'll be live again in a little while on Twitch. You guys know the deal. We're always live. We're always doing stuff, so make sure you follow. We'll see you guys all later. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends.